Man is all imagination, and God is man and exists in us, and we in him. The eternal body of man is the imagination, and that is God himself. The secret of imagining is the greatest of all secrets, and everyone should try to unravel this mystery. Do you not realize that Jesus Christ is in you as your human imagination? Test yourself and see. You do not test another. Test yourself. See if what I tell you is true. I say your own wonderful human imagination is Jesus Christ, the life-giving Spirit of all things. If this is true, you can test it. Who is your very self? And when you prove it, you will know where, what, and who you really are. If I told a pillar of the Episcopal Church, as the lady whose story I shared was, that her imagination was Jesus Christ, he would think me blasphemous. When the lady came to me for help, I did not call him Christ in her presence, but spoke of her imagination. She could use that and still have her little icon. She could assume her apartment in New York City was rented, but she could not believe that the being who made the mental transfer was Christ. Yet we are told that all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that is made. She mentally moved, and in less than 24 hours, the move was physically accomplished. Now, if all things are made by Christ, and she knows exactly what she did, didn't she discover it? No, she didn't. She calls Christ her imagination, but separates her imagination from the maker of worldly things. Although she knows she brought about the rental of her apartment by her imaginal act, she still cannot bring herself to believe that her imaginal act was God in action. Raised to believe Jesus Christ was someone on the outside, he still worships a man based upon an artist's concept of him. But when you discover who Jesus Christ really is, you will know him as your very self. It does not yet appear what we should be, but we know that when he appears, we shall know him, for we shall be like him. When Scripture unfolds from within you, you will know that you and Christ are one. God became not a man, but humanity, that humanity may become God. In giving us himself, God gave us the talent to use wisely or unwisely. I ask no more than the right and the liberty to exercise this talent. In this world, a man can exercise his talent, be it that of an artist, a musician, a writer, or a poet. But he must conform to the ideology of the country and the time in which he lives. In Russia, the praises of Stalin were sung for almost 30 years. Statues were made of him. Pictures were painted of him. Writers praised his name, yet he was a monster who deliberately slaughtered 30-odd million Russians. Hitler was another monster who used the talents of others to balloon his own ego. But I tell you, every child born of woman has the greatest talent of them all, the human imagination. A man sentenced for life could be in a dungeon imagining himself elsewhere, and if it takes an earthquake to set him free, an earthquake will appear. But if he sits in the dungeon believing the world is against him, he will remain there. But while there in his body, he can walk the street as a free man by using his talent. He can view the world from a free state, and in a way that no one knows, he will be set free. Whatever your desire may be is possible and can be yours if you will imagine its possession and dwell in its fulfillment. But I warn you, do not imagine with hate in your heart, because you are only hurting yourself. Although you may not realize it, the world is yourself pushed out. It is forever bearing witness to you who are all imagination. Make no attempt to change the world until you first change your attitude towards it. Change your thinking and the world will reshuffle itself to reflect your new thoughts. This is the talent of which the gospel speaks. To one 5 talents were given, to another 2, and another 1. Then came the day of accounting, and all those who had expended their talents were invited to enter into the joy of their master. And those who were afraid to test their imagination, who wouldn't even try it, were condemned, and the knowledge of the power that they are was taken from them. The talent is God's gift to you. It is entrusted to you for your use. Use your talent tonight by sleeping in the assumption that you are now, not tomorrow, but now, the person you would like to be. In the morning, persist in your assumption by allowing the world to see you as they would have to see you, were you now the one you would like to be. Although your reason and senses deny your assumption, if you persist, your desire will harden into fact. Let the world turn their back upon this law. That is perfectly all right, but you go your way using your talent. And when you least expect it, all that is said in Scripture concerning Jesus Christ will be yours to experience in the first person, singular, present tense. Then you will know beyond all doubt who Jesus Christ really is. When you know who you are, it will not matter what the world says. Let the billion Christians and the 2 billion non-Christians go their way. If they want to question or ridicule you, turn your back and walk away. Having found the real Christ, you have found the great secret to the mystery of all life. Christianity is the fulfillment of Judaism. All that was promised in the law of Moses and the prophets and the Psalms came to its fulfillment in the mystery called the gospel. Man thinks they're speaking of secular history, but I tell you they have recorded divine history. The story of Jesus Christ, as recorded in Scripture, is a supernatural experience which takes place within the individual. No drug can unlock this experience, and no person has the key. It is grace, grace, and more grace for the talent, which is God's gift of Himself to the individual, will awaken, and the individual will know that I am He.